So a big mistake that other people make as well is they'll introduce the tool, but I'm gonna take some time right now while I'm explaining this and get some little treats ready. So we'll introduce the tool by actually trying to clip the nail. So remember that every time that we made something more difficult, for example, actually moving around the toes, we didn't do that and make it more difficult by leaning further in. You work on everything separately, then you work on putting them together. So in terms of the tool, what we're gonna do is work on the tool totally separately, which first just means teaching her the appearance of the tool is good news, all right? So what I'm gonna do is I've got a bunch of treats ready. I'm gonna grab the tool that's behind me on the table, which she has never seen before. And as soon as that tool comes out, I'm going to start to give her treats. I'm gonna try to leave this here. Oh, if I leave the cheese there. So even if she's not in the green chair, she'll still get treats for us. But let me see if I can get her back in here. And get it back up. Good girl. So the tool is gonna come out. Ooh. So notice that I didn't, you can say ooh if you want, or you don't have to. She's pretty happy with just the cheese. But if you do decide to carry on, oh my gosh, what is this thing? So much fun. Make sure that you don't start that before the actual tool comes out. So it really has to be the tool comes out first, then the party starts. This comes out. Good girl. What is that? Oh my gosh. What a good girl. Eee, what a good girl. So again, we're creating a conditioned emotional response here. Association between the object and treats. You're gonna drop that piece of cheese. So after you do that several times, your dog seems totally comfortable, which Kyoji does seem totally comfortable with this. Then you're gonna move even further, but right now I gotta reload on cheese. Good girl. Make sure that if you're not ready to do another repetition, or if you don't have the treats, just put the tool away. All right, especially at the beginning when your dog is just forming that association. We wanna make it really clear to them. It's that tool that makes the cheese happen. So what the next steps are gonna be is I'm gonna start to actually move it closer and closer to her paw, to the point where I can actually touch the tool to her paw and then eventually to all her individual nails. Only once we get to that point will I combine the tool and paw handling. She lays back down, so I'm gonna put it close to her paw. So see how her paw did move a little bit. I'm not sure if she just moved it to get more comfy or because the tool went right to her paw, so we'll see. So I'm not touching it yet. So bring it out, bring it really close to her paw. So there are a few things that we can work on here. One is the sense of touch. The other one is the movement of it. So I'm gonna bring it out and actually touch it to her paw. That's one thing, make it disappear. I'm gonna wait for her to lay back down. So actually, so she pawed it, that's fine. And I'm gonna see if I can touch it to the top of her paw. Good girl. And I'm gonna touch it to her nails. I can't. So there, you see how I went ahead and continued on because I don't think she was nervous about that. I think she was just excited and wanting to get a move on here. All right, so now I'm gonna start to work on the actual clipping motion. So coming out here, moving the handles. Touching it to her nail and moving the handle. Do that again. And I'm gonna do it on the dew claw. All right.